Since the dawn of February 24, 2022, the global geopolitical map has shifted forever. Today, at the beginning of 2026, the escalation has reached a dangerous new phase. The Kremlin projects an image of undeniable power. But are we witnessing the peak of glory or the beginning of a major rift? These are the three pillars of Moscow's power. First, strike technology, the hypersonic Oreshnik, a weapon impossible to intercept. Second, steel economy, transforming into a sanctions-resistant war machine. Third, defense stronghold, an air kill zone that makes it difficult for enemy air penetration. On paper, this is a nightmare for any opponent. But look at this map. After enormous sacrifices, the initial goals of denazification and demilitarization of Ukraine have failed miserably. Instead of a blitzkrieg, what has happened is a grueling war of attrition. This is the first paradox, a giant military power stuck in a quagmire, strong in defense but weak in conquest. The second paradox is more dangerous, strategic exhaustion. Human resources are depleted. They are forced to recruit from abroad and mobilize middle-aged men. Industry is working 24/7 to replace the losses in combat equipment. NATO estimates it will take 5 to 10 years for Russia to fully recover from these losses. This is a war that is eating away from within. Recognizing the fractured battlefront, the Kremlin is building its final bastion, absolute control of the narrative. Domestically, information is under siege. The mere mention of war is a criminal offense. Messaging apps are monitored. The goal is one, to create an alternative reality where victory is inevitable and sacrifice is necessary. On the global stage, Russian diplomacy is collapsing. New START, the last remaining safeguard against nuclear arms control, is suspended. The world is returning to an era of complete nuclear uncertainty. Many long-standing partners are distancing themselves. This is a clear signal, a power that relies on threats, not influence. The Russian threat is actually triggering a transformation in its adversaries. NATO is no longer asleep. The alliance is experiencing a post-Ukraine revolution, drastic budget increases, permanent troop deployments on its eastern flanks, and a new doctrine for confronting peer adversaries. The Russian threat is uniting and strengthening the West in ways unimaginable in 2021. So, which is true? The answer? Both. Russia poses a real and acute threat, primarily through its calculated attacks, hybrid warfare, and nuclear arsenal. But it is also engaging in the greatest strategic bluff of the century to disguise profound weaknesses: a distorted economy, a depleted army, and diplomatic isolation. It is a giant with feet of clay trying to scare the world into not seeing its cracked feet. The future of this conflict will be determined by one thing: whether Russia's strategic exhaustion reaches a breaking point before the West's resolve wavers. This analysis is not the end, but the beginning of our observations. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. In the comments, tell us, what do you think Putin's final card is? Share your perspective. Thanks for watching.